What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Otis Blue coming to you with another freaking video. And I hope y'all doing good today. Markets closed, Bitcoin dumped. We had a crazy day today, big dump. But before we get started into this live stream, if you're new to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, all that good stuff. But most of all, make sure you hit the subscribe. Let's get the subscriber count up. Make sure you like the video so it gets shared, uh, you know, throughout the YouTube space and people can see it. So that's first off bat. All right. Um, and a lot of you guys showed up to the last stream I did last night, which was good. Uh, I saw the comments and the feedback. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and you know, love it, love it. Oh, Goku 220015 says less TA, more Q&A. What do you think of Casper? Uh Casper? Yeah, I have some Casper. Casper is good, man. Um, I think Casper is gonna continue to do good. I think I'm up like 7x on Casper. It was a 10x, but we got a little dip, but um yeah, I think Casper's gonna do good, man. Um do you said do I have a Patreon? I'm about to start a Patreon soon. I'm gonna have Patreon through patreon.com, the website, but I'm also going to have a YouTube Patreon later. I'm getting that started. And then I'm also going to be, I'm already start working on it. I already started doing videos for it. A lot of people emailed me and asked me for courses as far as trading, investing, in the credit card game as well, how to combine the credit card game with crypto and trading as well, and investing as well, like real estate and stuff like that. So I'm going to do a course with all that combined into it. It's not just going to be one course on, getting credit cards and max and how to use credit cards to make money from it, but it's going to be as far as it's going to be how to use it, quadruple your credit card money, pay off your credit card, make investments, and like a whole loop a thing of how I did it. And it's going to be a good course at a reasonable price as well. So stay tuned for that. And also, as you can see on the screen, you see where it says 10,000x. That's another thing I'm working on. That's another company I created. It's going to be all merchandise for crypto. I really doing this for the bull run. Obviously it's going to stay up in the future as well, but for the bull run, that way we're going to have, we all can be wearing merch. And, when our coins do some crazy numbers, we can be going to the gym, to Target, Walmart, Publix, wherever y'all shop at, and people gonna know about the coin. Like you asked about Casper, you'll be able to have a Casper shirt on, and people gonna be like, you know, "Dang, I saw that Casper thing is a good conversation starter." So look out for that as well. All right. But yeah, I'll definitely get back to the QA, um more so at the end of the streams. I see that's how people usually do it. They'll have a QA in the beginning and a QA at the end. I just like to get the boring stuff out the way first. um so yeah, let me see. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the charts today. So let's see. TA. All right. So y'all remember last night, right? In the last stream, I told y'all we would be coming into this area, possibly touching this. And as I predicted, like Carl would say, it literally touched the 100 moving day and bounced right off of that. Didn't go any lower. It bounced literally right off of that. Let me see if I can zoom in. Right off of that. So I told y'all this is what happens. So, like I said yesterday, we probably will bounce off of this. You see, I got my indicator gave me a signal, a buy signal, which means prepare to look for a buy. It doesn't mean like buy right now, but when this signals, it means it's possibly about to go up soon or in the near future. So, um, we can be looking to bounce up from here, probably come back, touch these areas, maybe even a shorter one, touch this area right here, 42. That'll be a good, nice little trade. It'll be a 6% trade. Uh, with leverage, that'll be like 60%. If you use a 10x leverage. A lot of you guys in the Richard Hart community, Pulse Chain community, I know y'all don't use leverage, so I'm in the community too, but I'm a trader, so I use leverage. But leverage is not good if you don't know how to use it, so stay away from leverage if you don't know what you're doing. But then I think we're gonna come back tumbling down once we have a little pump up, or you could see the next candle or two, it just bursts through this 200, this 100 um, EMA, and then come straight down to here. I've seen that stuff happen before, and it could have a big 9% jump. Uh, I did capitalize on this trade from when I was talking to guys yesterday around here. You see, I got two trades in today. One was a 34% gain, and another one was a 96% gain. Um, so those were pretty good trades on the day. And I also that was on Bitcoin, and I also caught this trade as well on the Nasdaq. This was a pretty good one as well. Let's go to the 4-hourly chart. As you can see, I caught a nice little rift. You can't really see it too good. I have to zoom in really good, but um, let's do the 30-minute chart so you can see actually how much. And obviously, if you guys know I trade futures in the stock market. So every day I'm trading Bitcoin. One, I trade three instruments per day. It's Forex, stocks, and then crypto. In crypto, I'm trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, one of those two. So I traded Bitcoin today. I got the 34% gain and a 96% gain. And I traded Forex today. I got into Euro USD on a short, um, which that one is, let me see if I can show you that one. I usually mark them on my charts. Okay, Forex, Euro USD. I have to go in the 4-hour chart. As you can see, got in. I'm already in profit. So my target is down here. My stop loss is right here. So that's a trade I got in. Still holding this one until I got to take profit. As you can see, my risk reward ratio 4.27, which is good. You want a risk reward ratio at least 2 to 1. I usually get 4 to 5 risk reward ratios. So I got into that trade, and then my other trade was the Nasdaq trade today. Let's see on the 30-minute chart where you can see I got in market open, which is 9:30. If you guys don't know about the stock market opens up at 9:30 every day, and it closes at 4 p.m. So I'm sitting at my trading desk around here. Got a little spike up, boom. After it touched this all-time high right here, My trade was around here. I got in literally somewhere close to the top, and not all the way to the top. And if you guys know the Nasdaq, as you can see, this was a 108 um, pump or dump. The Nasdaq gives you $2 for every $1 you per contract. So this was a good 220 bucks I made on this dump. And I usually sell before market closes. Sometimes I'll hold overnight, but it's just a day trade. So there you go. And my goal in day trading is usually to make from $200 to $500 per day. That's my goal range. Um, if you guys want to see courses on trading futures and stocks as well, I know we're a crypto channel, but I do all of it. That's why I try to keep my thing broad. I don't like just talking about one thing because it limits you. Um, but if you guys want to see stuff on that, you can leave comments in the box below. I'll look at it and see how many people are interested in it, and I will I will get that going. So that's the chart for the day. Bitcoin, as I said, it's pretty much dumping, dumping. Looks like it's about to go uh, lower. This is the 4-hour chart. Um, and you see on the 4-hour chart, you already got that crossover 50 over the 100. So it looks like it wants to go back down to this Fibonacci level here. So this is I mean, it's a good continuation. If you guys are already in, if you haven't sold, I would keep holding and just keep moving your stop down. But me as a day trader, I'm usually out of these things in the day. So I'll be trading like per candle. you know, I don't, my goal is not to hold these things too long, especially in crypto because the market moves so fast up and down. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. Uh, so that's my foresight and where I think we can go next for Bitcoin. What else? Let's see. All of these are dumping today. I mean, XRP down 3%, 88 4%, AVAX down 8%. Jeez. Um, Solana down 8%. Glimmer. I love Glimmer. If y'all watch my other video, Glimmer and Mover. I think Moon, not Mover. Well, that's the symbol, but Moon River and Moonbeam. Yeah, I think those are gonna be good in this bull run. So I got some bags of those. Uh, man, yeah, everything's down. Let's go ahead and look at the crypto bubbles, so we can see what's the worst coins that's down the worst. So this is the crypto bubble for today. Let me refresh. So I don't know how fresh this is. Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Damn, EHAX is one of the biggest ones that's down today, negative 10%. Ooh, PHAX is down negative 16.7%. These might be some good trades. PLS down 11%. Okay. And that's fine because we've been running up, a lot. So, you know, might be a good time to start looking for some trades in those. Let's see. I was looking at this coin here. Well, not coin, but this protocol on Pulse Chain called Liquid Loans. I'll talk to y'all about that in another video, but briefly, I think that's going to be a good protocol. I did sacrifice for it. I have no clue when we're getting tokens in it or whatever, or if the tokens already came out. I have no clue. I never received anything. But the protocol is live now. I've checked. So maybe I need to contact them and see if they're making a coin. You know, and what did our sacrifice? Are we getting like tokens the way Pulse gave us tokens for the sacrifice? I have no clue what's going on, but I haven't received anything. Um, but I think it's going to be a good protocol because you will be able to borrow against your Pulse chain coins. So your PLS, your PLSX, your Hex, your Ink, all that stuff. And that's good because guys, you get your 10,000, you get 1,000x or 10,000x. You don't want to be cashing that out. Straight tax, you're gonna get taxed. So what what the rich people do, they would borrow against their assets. So if you have $1 million in PLS, instead of selling the million, you take out a loan against it. And I think liquid loans is 150%. So if you have $1 million, that means you'll be taking out your loan would be worth is it 150? No, that would be 250, 250, 369. It'll be like 300 and something $1,000 that you can max that you can get. Um, I don't think it's 350 because 300 times three is 900, and then you gotta divide the 100 that's left over by three. So it'll be like $333,000 or something like that that you can borrow against your 1 million because it's 150% of the loan that you have to use as collateral. So yeah, so a lot of you guys that's about to become millionaires in PLS, if you don't want to touch your asset, you can borrow against it with liquid loans. Um, go buy your Lambo, your whatever, and you stake it, and let's say it's in hex. We definitely need a staking protocol if we don't have it already. Like I said, I'm not too much into the technicals on the pulse chain. You have other channels for that, and maybe I'll go watch some videos and see if anything's out like that. But I know with hex, one of my strategies would be to take some out of pulse chain or PLSX when we have some big gains and transferred it into hex and stake that hex, then borrow against it because the hex will be staked anyway. So if the hex is staked, you can do it's just different strategies. I'll talk about it. I'm gonna do some numbers. I'm good with numbers, so I'm gonna do some numbers and scenarios and see what's a good strategy for me, right? And then I'll tell you guys about it. I don't want to hear other people's strategy because that will dilute what that's when I'm deciding and I'm thinking about stuff. It gets in the way of what I'm trying to do. I will look at their strategies after I create my strategy, and then I can be like, "Ooh, okay, yeah, that's just how I am," with learning things. Um, but back to let's see where Pulse is at right now. Let's see if we have a potential trade because we're down what 10% today. Yeah, let's see. 10% is a good drop. So yeah, we're down 10% right here. This is on. Hmm. That's the daily. Look at the 4-hour chart. Okay. Uh, you had some support. Yeah, right around here. Yeah, there's previous support right around this area. So I mean, might be able to start looking for some long trades coming up. I would wait. I usually like the Heikin candles. So if you switch this, let's see. They usually I usually trade with Heikin candles. I mean, it's not like a golden, you know, holy grail thing, but it gives me good in a good sense of when to get into trades compared to all my other signals. So the high can act like say if I have a signal telling me to get in the trade on my other indicators, but Heikin is still red, I wouldn't get in the trade. It's usually the Heikin I usually use it in conjunction with my signals. So like here, so if I have a signal telling me to go along and this candle turns green on the Heikin, then I go along. And as you can see, you'll get all of this right here and all of that green. When it turns red, then you can get out. It's like, Heikin is a really good indicator, but you can't just trade it by itself. You gotta use it in conjunction with other things. So, like for example, right now it's still red, but it's around support. When you start seeing this turning green, is a good possibility that it's gonna go back in the uptrend, right? It could probably do something like this. It can probably get some support like this, right? That's a possibility. So I say, look out for um, you know, uptrend trade on this. Yeah, I think there might be another little good uh point to get back into pulse if you're not in pulse or add to your bags. Yep. So that's my two takes on that. Same thing with Pulse X. What's going on in the news? Let's see. This one I wanted to talk about as well. Alameda Research drops suit against Grayscale as GPTC sees outflows. Guys, the FTX hedge fund accused Grayscale of a self-imposed redemption ban. This could be a possible um, news event that made crypto go down today because this just came out like 2 hours ago. But obviously, Bitcoin been dropping for the last 4 hours. But this didn't help at all. We'll see how this play out and see how this affects crypto. Alameda Research has dropped a lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. It was filed in March. Yeah, we know that. Alameda Research suit sought a court order against the charging of management fees in violation of trust agreements. Those fees had amounted over 1.3 billion at the time the suit was filed. In addition, the suit claimed Grayscale has a self-imposed redemption ban that discourages shareholders. So this obviously affecting the GPTC price because my ETF, well, like I told you, when the Bitcoin ETF came out, I bought immediately. Like I didn't care if the price is going to go down or not. Like I wanted to participate in that IDO because I remembered when Facebook IDO came out. That was one of the first companies when I first got into stocks and I started learning about trading and investing and stuff. Facebook IDO was coming out, and I remember when it launched and I logged in and I was able to get into it. But I was so broke back then. I remember putting like $1,000 in it, and when it launched, I mean, it was so cheap, man. I wish I never sold that, but it was so cheap. It was like it wasn't even the price I got in was less than $100, like way less than $100. It was crazy. And I remembered it launched high and then it dumped. And obviously this never happened, but I had no experience in stocks and trading. So I freaked out. I kept holding it and holding it and holding it. Then when I remembered either was like a year or two later, it was not too long after when the the housing market crashed. Everything dumped. Google, because I had ended up buying Google as well. Everything dumped, and I was like, in my mind, I was like, to stop the bleeding, I need to sell. So I sold everything. Facebook, Google, Apple, all the stuff I had at that time, which was so cheap. When I look at it now, I could have been, I wouldn't say rich, but if I kept the shares that I had then now, I would definitely had a couple six figures, you know, in my stock account, which is not millions, but it would have been definitely in the six figures because I had got Facebook so cheap. You imagine, guys, imagine my Facebook at a couple dollars when Facebook was like uh $20 or like $18 or something like that. And you had like $1,000, $2,000, and you get 100, 200 shares, 300 shares, and you just kept putting, because I was putting in like $100 every week. Every time I would get extra cash, which was only like a couple $100, I would put it in there. And I had a lot of shares, but I didn't think in shares like that it was that much. Now Facebook is like it's crazy. I could have had so much money, man. And I was doing the same thing in Google, and I remember passing up Tesla. So I'm saying these stories to say that you know the same thing happens in crypto, right? The same things I keep seeing happen in crypto. Like the same thing happened in crypto that happened to me with the Facebook. You have these events, and then people that are new, they sell all the stuff they have, which it may not be much, but it's a lot compared. It will be a lot compared to 10 years from now, and then you're like, dang, I shouldn't have sold. So it's always good to not sell, just keep holding what you got, you know, and adding to it. That's why holding is a lot better than trading. Definitely, for sure. But I still like trading because I'm starting to get really good at it. Let's see. Sami says, oh yeah, he said, I told everyone at least 1,000 times this Bitcoin ETF is a Trojan and sell the news. Yeah, everybody knew that, man. Grayscale is not a friend. Even if Bitcoin bottoms out from here to go back to 48K, the rejection off that zone would be severe. And we'll look back in a few months with the what? With a clear conclusion of the ETF Trojan. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Oh, that's what he's talking about. What an amazing day. That was dope. That was dope. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, I agree with that for sure. I agree with that for sure. But what was the other one? The other post he had that I wanted to see. Uh, yeah, he says the floor is lava. Wait till they all find out. You can farm PLSX hex for yield on PulseX. That is true. I I don't know if they have it yet, but there needs to be like a regular stake protocol. Somebody needs to create it for a pulse chain. Just how hex is. Like a regular pulse chain stake protocol, where obviously that's hex main system is to, you know, um hold it for a long period of time, get the yield, delay gratification. But hex, we need to create some hex protocol like that, because just sitting on the your pulse chain and pulse x and all that stuff, and not generating regular yield, not the farming, just regular staking, right? Not the farming, regular staking. I don't like farming too much because you gotta like get another coin, like you gotta put up this coin with that coin. I don't like doing that. It's like regular staking, just how I can take a coin from other protocols and just stake it on their thing and get 9% APY or like 20% APY or something like that. That's all I want to do. Right. And then I can get out of it at any time. I don't like having time frames on my stake either. Because when you have time frames, like you guys see what happened with Celsius and FTX and all these things. All these were protocols where people were staking stuff. Most of them had money on the protocols, but most of these protocols were, where people had they were staking, they had stuff staking on there, and their stakes were all locked up, and they weren't able to get out in time. And when you're not able to get out in time, that's when stuff happens. You know, if you're not able to get out in time, that's when stuff happens. So you have to you have to look at the protocols where you can stake and you know be able to get that yield. And if something happens in the market, you can sell ASAP. You know what I'm saying? You can sell ASAP. So those are the type of protocols I like as far as staking. Um, what else we got? What else we got? Um, for forecast. My forecast for um coming up is the same. Like I said, going forward, I think we can possibly I think we can possibly do like a little 80% going up. That's my forecast for going up. Um, I think we can get a little 80% pump in Pulse Chain from here. Maybe a 60% pump in Pulse X going up from here. Um, is possible, and definitely I'm looking for a 31K Bitcoin. Um, that might not happen because everybody's looking for that same trade, and everybody has their signals and their stuff set for that. So you got to be able to set your orders in higher. So set them at 31,500 or like 32,000. Go above it, but have multiple ones too. Have like 33, a 34, different levels of it, just in case it doesn't go all the way down there, because the market's not going to give everybody the same trade. It's just not. And if it knows everybody's looking for it, it's not going to give it to them. So you got to look at that, right? Uh, what's up, friends? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that's my forecast for the Bitcoin. 31, 33, 34. All those are gonna be levels that I'll be looking at. Um, as far as Pulse Chain, like I said, 80% from here, 60% from here. Um, is possible. So those what I'll be looking for. Um, let's see what else. Let's see if you guys have any questions. What else can I show you guys? Q&A. Let's see, Q&A. Um, Nobody have any questions besides hello? All right. Well, all right. Anyway, this was a quick stream. Just wanted to show y'all the update, and hopefully, if y'all got into the trades that I sent you guys yesterday, you got the trades I did today. You got the little dump. We all got the dump. So um, you guys should be in profit right now. You guys should be in profit right now. Myro says, when moon? The moon is about to start now. The moon is about to start now. Um, I think we're gonna start seeing the real bull run after April. After the halving, that's when we're gonna start seeing some moon. So just be ready and stay diligent. Just be ready and stay diligent, guys. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna sign up on the stream here. This was just a quick update stream. I wasn't able to get to streaming earlier today, so I will see if I can stream earlier in the mornings. That's the goal, between 9:30 and 10, after market opens. That way I can discuss what I got going on for that day, because I usually kick off my pre-market trades, and then my trades are usually in the first hour of the day. So yeah, tomorrow I might go over some of the altcoins that I'm in and talk about some of their protocols and stuff like that. Um, altcoins that's other than Pulse Gene ecosystem. Because like I said, I'm not just in the Pulse Gene ecosystem. I do have altcoins that's outside of the Pulse Gene ecosystem. I'm not like a maxi. um, Oh, hello? No, I don't have hello, but I've heard of people making big gains in that. Zen, I do have Zen, but my Zen is probably down like 95%. So I don't know what the heck's going on with Zen. And this is why in my last stream when I said uh you gotta be careful with dollar cost averaging after you already hit your limit. That's what happened to me with Zen. You know, I was like, I'm gonna put 5K in Zen. I bought $2,500 of it, and then I dollar cost average 2,500 while it was going down. And then it kept going down, and everybody's like, "Oh, keep buying, keep you should get more into it." And I was like, I'm gonna throw a couple more $100 into it, and look, the whole thing is down 95%. The whole thing. So you don't always win with that DCA, and obviously Pulse Gene is a good ecosystem. Richard Hart is honest. He's a good crypto influencer. He's a good crypto leader. So that's why I think we're gonna do good with Pulse Gene. But I always warn you guys to just, when you reach your number, just ride it out from there, guys. If you get extra cash, yeah, you can throw it in, but then you can do it that way. Uh no, I don't think Zen is the next hex. Like I said, it's down 95%. I don't know what it's gonna do to get up from here, but if it's still down 95% when things are going up, something's off with it, in my opinion. So I stopped following the Zen ecosystem and figuring out what the hell's going on with it. So I'm still holding my coins. I never sell. So I mean, it's either I'm gonna go to zero, or it's gonna come back and do what it's supposed to do, or I'll come back to break even and get my money out. But yeah, you never sell. If you're already down 95%, you might as well not sell it anymore. Just hold that thing, because who knows? In the bull run, it might come back up, and you might get a break even out of it, or it might recover and do what it said it was gonna do in the first place, and then you actually turn a loser into a winner. So you know that's what I think about it. You took out a loan on your 401k for crypto? Oh, uh, I mean, I used to have a 401k and TSP and all that stuff. I just cashed it all out. I didn't take any loans because, I mean, at that point, I already knew what I was doing. Obviously, in the beginning, when I was a young soldier and I kept putting money into it, um, and my TSP and 401k grew to a good amount of money. Because they're all stocks anyway. And after I started learning how to trade, and I was like, why am I letting them control which stocks are in there? I can do this shit myself. So I just stopped doing it. I cashed out all my TSP 401k, all that, and I put it into and I took that money and put it into my own stock account, and so I pretty much made my own 401k without having to, you know, have it into a retirement account. I just do it myself. But not everybody can do that, obviously. But it's still a good thing to do. I wouldn't borrow against it just because, you know, if you if you take the loan and you know, s- I won't, what's the word, squander, you know, you lose the money, you still got to pay back that loan. So you got to be smart with it. But if you put it in something solid, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Should we bulk on PLS and PLSX? What do you mean bulk? Like like bulk, like lifting weights, or you mean like buy more? I mean, I think it's good to buy some more Pulse X on this little dip. I would throw some money in, but not much. You know, I'm gonna wait till I see a green candle, um, and then throw some in, catch a nice little uptrend in there, and add to my bags. Yeah, but I want to see if it keeps going lower and lower before I start dumping in. Because, like I said, I used to hike an Archie chart. So when I see a green Heikenaishi candle, it's a sign that the downtrend is turning. Goku, you say you work at the VA in West Los Angeles. I'm here now, ready for crypto to retire me. Hey man, yeah, the VA is my friend. The VA is my friend now that I'm out. You know, trying to get my disability, um trying to get that 100. I already applied for some of the things that I have going on. Already doubled it. I think Pulskin 1000x, was that 10,000x or 1000x? 000, oh, 1000x. Oh, for sure. I mean, if we're already almost did a 8x, or was that a 6x in the last 2 weeks, I mean, 1000x is not out the question. 100x is, I mean, minimum, I think 100x. 1000x, it's is reaching, but when I see 100x, I'm already gonna be making moves. So yeah, but yeah. Anyway, gots to head out. So hopefully you guys like the stream. Keep leaving your comments in the box because I'll continue to be able to answer your questions even after the stream ends. Um, so thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching, and see y'all tomorrow for the next stream. And yeah, y'all have a good one. Peace.